This first video I've done in a while. Uh, Hope everyone's doing well. Uh, I've been doing a little research on Google on the Shroud of Turin, and you know, and a few things about our language. Anyway, I was just going to show you this. I always thought this was kind of a hoax till I researched it. Now I don't know. I'm not saying for sure one way because it looks like I found some information that's pertinent to me and my beliefs. But anyway, first off, I want to give the Most High all the honor, glory, and praise. But anyway, I'll get started with this. This is that Shroud of Turin. They claim it's of Jesus Christ. And so I started researching it some. I really want to know the truth about stuff like this. I'm interested in God's science, His history, the history, the science, because what we were taught in our schools, and there were a lot of things hid from us that were lies. I mean, we was taught a bunch of lies in these schools and everything. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on today. I'm going to try to do 2 or 3 more videos today. But anyway, this is supposed to be the Shroud of Turin, that some say it's of Jesus Christ. Well, then I'm going to tie this into Google in their language, how they are the beast system. That I believe Google is a beast system because they have the their alphabet.inc is their one of their main. I think Google's owned by America, Alphabet.inc. And don't y'all think of that word alphabet, because we have an alphabet like our ABCs and all that. Well, I want to go back to the beginning, and then I'll come back and explain a little bit about this Turin, about Shroud of Turin. All right. Well, let me go right here. I should have closed out a couple of them tabs, but anyway, very first language, the ancient Paleo Hebrew, and I want you to look at this image, Alpha and Bet. This looks like, you'll see this symbol everywhere. They put the symbol everywhere, but Aleph, Bet. In the first line of scripture is in beginning. That's this right here, the Bet, B. In beginning is what that means. That's one of the phrases that word means. In beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Well, you got the Aleph, which is a strong ox. It symbolizes a strong ox. That's our A. If you turn it around upside, if you turn it right side up a little bit, it looks like our A. And this here almost looks like our B. That's where we got our letters from, the alphabet, our English alphabet. So anyway, as they progressed, they modernized them and stuff, a little bit. They added punctuate or vowel points to this Hebrew language. But anyway, I'm going to tie all this into, because Google owns the name alphabet.inc. Let me find it here right quick. Google and Google is owned by Alphabet.inc. So you see right there, this is the counterfeit system of our creator. They're doing all the technology and stuff. They know everything about you now. They even got drones and stuff like that. This company does, Alphabet.inc, Google. And it tells you right here, you can read where it's, that's who owns this. So they've always remember there's a plus and a minus, a negative, a positive and a negative sign. There's always the real and there's a counterfeit. I'm saying Google is a counterfeit of God, of God's system, because the Hebrew alphabet consists of 22 letters, they're pictures. It's a picture language. So anyway, 22, and I've done videos on this. When you look it up in the Hebrew, it means God. It means the Most High. So, but anyway, I'm not going to go into this very deep, so I'm going to try to keep my videos short. But I'm gonna tie this into that Shroud of Turin here in a minute. What I believe, in my research is because I research everything, and I always have since I can. Well, I ain't gonna go into that either. But anyway, um, our English alphabet is, y'all see the A? That's the see Hebrew with 22 letters equals God. English with 26 letters equals Google. Y'all see what I'm saying? And there's a counterfeit beast system coming, and I believe Google is it because they've tried to be God, and they really have. They're YouTube. They owned by YouTube owns them. I mean, Google owns YouTube and all kinds of stuff, and they anyway. Y'all have heard the phrase the alpha and the omega. That means the beginning and the end in Greek. I am the alpha and the omega, and it's all about the book of Revelation. That's where you find those words at. But and if you turn it back, that was the Greek alpha and omega. If you turn it back to the um, alpha and omega, in translated from the Hebrew, is Aleph and Tav. Let me find it here. Aleph and Tav, the first two letters. Aleph, and then there's the Tav right down the cross. Y'all see the cross at the bottom? That's a symbol of, that's why they do these symbols that, like this is the beginning and the end. That is the equivalent to Alpha and Omega in the Greek, okay? So, what I'm going to get around to here, I want to show you the information I found out about the Shroud of Turin. Right. When I started doing research on it, I was trying to be open-minded about it because I thought there ain't no way that this can happen. I mean, there ain't no way that could be Jesus Christ. But I now give it a little more favorable opinion about it because when you research it out, there's no way that they've decided. It's been studied. The blood type. They don't know how the image got. Well, they do know how the image got on there. It was through radiation, a light, heat that kind of burnt this image into this Turin, this cloth. They've never really found another one that has done this. So what I'm saying is that after 3 days, this image was wrapped in this burial cloth, robe, whatever they call it. Because our life begins with a spark of fire, a little light, a spark of fire. So after 3 days, they say the only way that image could have got in there, it's kind of burned in there, and they say the only way that could have happened was with a flash of light of radiation. So that kind of really got me, studying about it because they done this in 1988. Y'all remember the books, the 88 reasons the rapture is going to happen in 1988. This kind of ties into all that too. It's showing you it's kind of letting you know that, to me, it's kind of letting me know because I try to look forward and backwards at the same time because the evil rulers of this world, they read backwards, forwards, anagrams. They know how to do all that. So what I'm saying is that, but what got me really interested in this was the blood type, that the type of blood they found on the DNA of this shroud. I had it pulled up here. I hope I didn't close it out. Wait, maybe it's over here. Yeah, right here. Facts about the blood type. And this is what and Jesus Christ is actually the real alphabet. you know. But on this shroud was blood is rare AB type. Y'all hardly ever hear that blood type. AB, all right. The alpha. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the first scripture of the Bible because even this AB, I believe, is the that describes your blood type. Like mine's O, whatever, um, which I believe stands for Omega, but there's nothing else after that except a positive or a minus, really. But this is AB positive blood that was on this Shroud of Turin, and also it matched up with there was blood on the head. It showed the blood there where the crown of thorns went on there. It showed a blood on the side of the turn where they shoved the spirit in Jesus's side there to make sure he was dead, and out came blood and water. All right. So a lot of this thing is starting to lead me to that. It's possible that this may be really because of the way the image, because they said there's no way they could, even with our technology, they can produce that image like on that type of cloth unless there was a heat, fire, radiation, a light that gave Jesus, that gave him his that resurrected him. It put the life back in him, and that's how we're just we're an avatar, and what keeps us going is little sparks of light. The plasma, the energy. That's what it's a little spark of light. Conception begins at that little spark of life. I mean, birth. There's this argument with the abortion right things and stuff like that. Well, that life begins at that spark. When that spark happens, it starts producing a life. Well, when that hit the Shroud of Turin, this light, Jesus resurrected, so that's the only logical explanation. I want to know every fact about everything. If I'm going to study something, I want all the facts of it. So, anyway, so I'm going to go back here to the first sentence of the Bible. In the Hebrew, it was wrote bet. The first word in the Hebrew Bible is bet. In the beginning. In the beginning, in Hebrew is in the beginning. Bereshit, which is bet, is used in Genesis 1:1. In beginning. So that B, blood, if you read his blood type backwards or in reverse like the evil rulers do, it's in the beginning was the Aleph, the Alpha and the Omega. So that right there tells me that just that AB blood tells me that that's maybe it's really highly possible that that's what that's saying. AB blood is, you read it in the Hebrew, it's in beginning Aleph, in the beginning Alpha. That's what that means. I'm going to thank everybody for coming to this video. I'm going to try to do a couple more today because I haven't done any in a while. I want to thank y'all for coming to my channel and hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to ask you to give me a like, hit the thumbs up because it helps other people find these messages. And I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.